Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. Today we're going to do 50 Shades of Green Project Pan. This was created by Jessica Lee, Amanda, and Cece. It runs from April 15th of 2022 to April 15th of 2023. You just basically select shades, 50 in total, of anything that has green color, green in the name, green on the packaging, anything like that. And then the hashtag is 50 Shades of Green PP. We're going to go ahead and get right into my update. So last time I realized I missed a couple of things and I actually had completed them. So I'm not going to talk about stuff that I've already finished and added in my last month's empties. But we will go ahead and talk about the many things I still have left over and the few things that I actually have rolling out, which I'm very excited about. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I need to get a black marker because I have to mark some things down, which I totally forgot to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly do that right now. There's some major progress on some of these things, and I'm very excited about it. Very excited to share it with you guys. So the first item I have is my face razor, and that is a green, where's my cap? That is a green face razor that looks like this. And I believe I picked these up on Amazon. The reason I put this in is because I use this for just cleaning up over my brow and a little bit on my lip, because I don't want to always tweeze there because then it gets really irritated. So I just use this a little bit there to just clean up a bit. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm comfortable enough to do my face. Even though I know my makeup will apply so much better, I'm still like at the point where I'm like, it's going to grow back thicker. I just know because this part is growing back thicker. I don't trust. Okay. I do not need to look like my father. All right. So that one is going to go pretty much the full length of the project unless it gets a little bit dull. And then in that case, I'm going to go ahead and just pull it out and it's going to be a completed item and count it as an empty. The next item I have is my Boscia blotting papers. And this one is actually a completed item. So I finally used up all of them. I have found where I can buy some more Boscia blotting papers, and I'm going to be replacing them. I don't think they have the green ones, which are the green tea ones. They have a pink one. I'm hoping it's not the rose scent because I'm not a super fan of the rose scents, but I'll see what they have. Hopefully they have more than just the one kind. I would like to get the green ones again though. But anyhow, this one is an empty, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that back in my little empties drawer. Yeah, so then the next one is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass ×2. There's a serum and moisturizer pair of samples. And these ones are completed. I decided to go ahead and use them up rather quickly because they're just little samples and then they would be counted as empties this month. So those ones are all completed and like obviously finished. Same thing as completed, duh. So that one is done. Then way down the list we have the Dr. Jart, oh no, that one's the one I just said. The Jouer Moisturizer Sample. Yeah, Jouer Moisturizer Sample. That one is not done. I wanted to use this because it's a body moisturizer. And I have been using a different moisturizer, which is in another project. And I really want to get that done because it would be really good to have that empty completed because it's a high value one. Where this would be like around the small like $1, $2, $3, whatever like that. So I would rather get out a bigger item than these, and the project goes until April next year, so I'm okay having these in for a little longer. I did use up one, which I'll get to shortly, but for some reason, like, yeah, not for some reason, I just explained why. However, I should have got to these super early because they're so easy to use and they're just sitting around in my bathroom. And it's quite annoying to have a bunch of little sample things all over my bathroom counter. I'm so irritated by that. However, I do appreciate free things and I do like to try different items. So as irritated as I get with that, I just need to find a better organization system and something that I will actually remember to use these items. So that's really just on me to kind of figure that all out. So yeah, there's that. The next one is the Juice Beauty Serum Moisturizer Samples. So there's two here. One is a serum and this one is the moisturizer, and I have completed those as well. I just kept the bigger packaging. So both of these are done. So I'm going to go ahead and check that one off, which is really great to have another empty. So that is 1, 2 items so far that are completed. And nope, 3 items, sorry, that are completed. And then the next one is the Nivea Coconut Lotion Sample, which is right here. And this one I actually did use. So I have been using mostly the Boom Boom Cream, whatever, you know what I mean, the Sol de Janeiro. And I want to complete that, but I decided to use at least one of these. So if I use one a month or one every 2 months, at least I'm getting an empty instead of just focusing on a big item. I do want to still focus on some of the small things to just get them moving out of my bathroom. So this is a completed item, so that is excellent. I did have to put in some smaller items because I didn't have as many green things as I thought I did. So the next one is the Colourpop eyeliner in the shade Teaspoon, which is this darker one right here. I haven't really used these since the last update, but I think maybe once or twice. So this one is totally down now. I think it was like maybe like that, like just barely showing up, and now it's like you can't even see it at all. But there's still like so much product in there. So this is going to be probably in this project for the entirety. And next is the Electric Daisy eyeliner, which is the brighter one. And this one as well, I think this one is still at the same point as last time, where there's like, yeah, there's still a lot. There's still so much. So these are both going to be in, I think, for the long run. And I do have to start using my green eyeshadows more. I have been really focusing on neutral eyeshadows, especially for work. Today is a day where I'm actually in like working from home, and so is tomorrow. And yet I still went for something that was a little more neutral with a little bit of pizzazz. So I really could have took it home today and just went crazy with the green, but it was raining all day and I didn't want something that was going to run down my face. So I decided to stick with neutral. So hopefully I can get some uses on the greens relatively soon as well. So the next one is the Collidos Mars Melter, which I totally forgot to grab. This one looks like that. I've only used this one 5 times out of 10, so 5 more uses to go. You can actually see I'm wearing off quite a bit of the top part, and this is what it looks like. It's so beautiful, but very chunky. So, but it's just so stunning. It looks like it's black lit almost. I don't know. I love it. It's beautiful. But it's something that is like, you have to be in the right mood to wear it because it doesn't go with everything, and I can't wear something like that. Well, I guess I could wear it to work, but I just wouldn't be comfortable. So the next is the Pixie Highlighter in Subtle Sunrise, another thing I totally forgot to grab, which is right here. I haven't used this one yet at all because I'm trying to complete my other highlighter. Once I do that, I'll go for that one. Or actually, I might work on something in another project because that one ends at the end of the year, where this one goes till April. So I'm trying to be strategic while still getting the uses. Then there is the MAC and Proenza Schuler Sunset Beach Blush, and that one is here. It's so dirty now. The mirrored packaging is like getting super fingerprinted because I'm using it. And this, I love the packaging, by the way. It's very beautiful ombre coloring, but that green is just stunning. And then the inside is very, very pink. So there is a very trendy thing going on with the Dior blush, which is super pink. And this is kind of like that pink. It's just a very, very light baby pink shade. So that's why I haven't bought that, because I have a few blushes in my collection with that shade. So I have a whole thing of this, so I don't need that. And this one I have a total of 10 uses, and I've so far used up 6 of those 10. So only 4 more uses on that, which is so great. The next one is the Beauty Bay Serpent Gel Eyeliner. I have used this one twice, but I only have marked down once. I'm trying to hold, like I use an eyeliner brush and then I put it aside and I'll use another eyeliner brush. I have lots of them, by the way. I probably have enough to do all 10 uses, which was what I was trying to do, is just so that I could keep track and make sure that I marked them down here. And I just washed my brushes today. I only had 2 eyeliner brushes, so I used it twice. I only have it marked down once, so I'll have to fix that once I'm done doing the video. So the Beauty Bay Serpent Gel Liner is so beautiful. I love this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I wish they had more shades. I wish they had like really nice jewel tone shades, some really like neon-y colors. Like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It makes me really miss wearing more gel liners. But right now I'm wearing a lot of pencil eyeliner because I'm trying to use up my older pencil liners, and I don't have a lot of gel liners, and this one's relatively new. And it says it's only good for 6 months from time of opening. Shoot. I gotta get on that. I have got to get on that. I would definitely repurchase that, just so you guys know. It is amazing. Then we have the MAC Matte Bronze Bronzer, and this packaging, like, instead of doing this the chic matte MAC colors, like the black color packaging, they could have so much fun packaging. Like, it's beautiful. It has a mirror in it, which is really nice. And then it's just almost like a neutral, I think there's hard pan. Let me just try and take some of that off, because I think it's just because I've been swatching it a lot because I haven't been using it very much. But I'm just going to try and take off a little bit of this. Yeah, definitely has hard pan. I'll need to go ahead and, it's because I keep sticking my finger in it, I think. Yeah, that's not really doing much. Let's try a brush. Where's my bronzer brush? Here we go. Try and kick some up. You probably won't even see it on my hand here. But it is a really beautiful bronzer. It's just very neutral, and it matches very similar to my skin shade. It's obviously going to be darker than my skin shade right now, but it's close. So yeah, it's beautiful. Like, it's not, obviously, like, I'm not that dark, but yeah, my tan is wearing off because it's been so crappy outside. But anyhow, that's enough. I've showed you that bronzer enough. I have not used it at all except for the swatching. So I realize in my mind it's best to focus on items. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use up my Hourglass one because I want that palette out. It's a huge price tag. It would be a great empty. It's older. I don't follow the brand. I don't want to have the brand in my collection. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about that before. So anyhow, I would like to use that up, where the MAC one, it's older, but I love it. So I'm okay hanging on to it. I need to get that other one out. I don't want it anymore. And it's just easier to use the other one up because it's a baked formula, where this one is a very, very firmly pressed powder. But I will only have that for another year or two, and then I think I'm going to get rid of it if I don't use it up, because I need to start using through things or getting new stuff, because it is quite old. I've had it for quite a while, and yeah, I need to start actually using what I own instead of consistently buying new things and not using the older stuff. I'm trying to learn. The next one is the Milk Hydro Primer sample, and that's this one here. It hasn't moved because I'm trying to use through my banana primer right now from Ulla Henriksen. And yeah, so this one hasn't moved, but this is a very good primer for the one time that I did try it. It was very, very nice. In fact, I would consider buying a full size, but another thing I would like to do is use through some of my primers before I purchase anything new. So at least the samples give me the option to test out and see how I feel about them, rather than just buying full sizes all the time and having them sit there and go bad. You know what I mean? The next is this Sephora Hemp Oil, and this one is still closed. I have a lot of other hair products and things that I'm working on, some of which you will see shortly. And until those ones are completed, this one is not moving. So unless I need a body oil like for the winter time, then I'll use this, because I find that oil in the winter is amazing on my skin. I have very dry skin. I live in a very dry, freezing cold climate in Canada, and the body oil is just always so nice to use. So that is something that I need to probably hang on to for more cooler temperatures. I don't know why my brain is like slow today, but I have so much on my mind, so maybe that's why I feel a little distracted. So I apologize for that. The next is the coconut milk leave-in conditioner. So this is where we were at the last update, and this is where we are now. So I've got a little bit more use than I had in previous months. But definitely still need to get some extra use. So anytime I feel where my hair is very dried out, I'm just going to go ahead and continue to spray this. But now what I'm also doing is I'm using this first right after a shower. So this is called the Cream of Nature Coconut Milk Detangling and Conditioning Leave-In Conditioner. Whatever. It's from Sally Beauty. It's not the greatest. I would not repurchase this. It smells like cheap coconut. It's not the greatest. It doesn't do much for my hair either. I have to put a lot in, and then it starts to feel oily instead of hydrated. So anyhow, what I do is I put this in my hair when it's like, I dry it a tiny bit, then I put this in, and then I dry it the rest. And then what I do is if I feel like it's still dry, I spray my Scruples Shine Spray in it, because it's kind of an oily finish. And it gives me that shine, of course. So I don't have that. Obviously, my hair is super dry from when I used to bleach it constantly to get my red hair. And now I'm finally back to the color I had before-ish. It's still not as blonde as it used to be, which I would like to get to. But that's a whole other thing. So definitely I need to use more of this, and I think this is going to be in like the full time, because this has already been in since the beginning and I've only gotten that much use. So I really need to put extra effort into using this up. And I really could actually use extra, because it doesn't do much when I use the regular amount that I normally use. So I will be probably trying to use this more. And I'm not sure if I don't complete this by the end of this year, I'm not sure if I will keep it like to full completion, or if I might declutter it, because it really doesn't do much for me and I don't enjoy the product, and I would be probably hate panning. But I do want to see how far I can get with this in the project. So we'll see. We'll see if I go after 2022. We'll see. That was a whole lot about a product that I'm not even like super loving. The next is the Clinique Day Off Mini, which is right here for the green packaging. And the inside, the product is purple and it is empty. I've used one of these up. It didn't take very long because it's just a tiny little jar. I used that up in 1 month. So that is another empty, which is fantastic. I need to get as many empties as I can this month. I want to like meet my minimum. So at least meet my minimum. Then the next item I have is a Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Face Mask. I used this once and it felt burning on my skin. I have tried this in the past and it didn't feel that way. So I'm not sure why is my hair curling like that? I'm not sure why it's doing that now, but I didn't enjoy the feeling. But I will use it. I'll probably just use it from my chin down to get this used up. Because it really was burning on the top of my cheeks, and I'm finding that as I age, that is getting way more sensitive. So I don't know that I can use these kind of masks moving forward. It's just too much. So I will definitely use that to completion, but it'll just have to be from like my chin to my neck kind of thing. And then we have the Aveeno Lotion, which is this big boy right here. So this is where we were at the last month, and this is where we are now. I'm getting pretty consistent usage, especially because this is a little bit wider, seeing that the bottle is a little more narrow, and now we're getting into the wider part. So I feel like it's pretty consistent. I may even be a tiny bit lower than this, but I just kind of held it up. Yeah, I'm a little bit lower than that. So probably about here. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter in the long run. Like next month, I'm just going to mark it anyways. So whatever. But I'm pretty sure I can get this out. This is the only one that I use for my hands. And I will be talking about something else shortly. Yeah, I'll talk about it shortly. I was just trying to like play things around in my head. So yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute, but this one is just currently what I use for my hands. So this is all just moisturizer use for my hand area. So when I wash my hands, I'm working at home, then I get the usage. Otherwise it just kind of sits there. And it's a big bottle, and it's for your whole body. It's not just for your hands, but I'm using it for my hands because I tend to get dry hands. I wash my hands a lot. Okay, the next item is the Cetaphil Lotion, which is right here, and this is finished. This is finally finished, which means I finished that highlighter from the Hourglass Ambient Light palette because I put that, see that? It's all congealed. That's so gross. I put that in here. There's like the tiniest sliver in the bottom. I'm not even going to dig that out. It's so gross and like just all dried out and gross now. It's kind of moving in there, but anyway. I did turn it on its side and empty it out and all that kind of stuff. But this one is now empty, so that's excellent. I can consider that done. This is what I was using on my body, and now that I'm completed this, I am now using my Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. Once that one is done, I might take the hand lotion and put that in the bathroom and add another highlighter to that bottle so that I can use up another highlighter that I'm not super loving, which I'll show you in a second, even though it's not in this project. But I might move that Aveeno one to the bathroom, and then I'll just get another hand lotion for out here. So I can move things around, and then this one can just wait until the winter time. So that may work for me strategically. I do want to add one of the highlighters from the Smashbox and Cece Holmes eyeshadow palette. And I think I'm going to add this one here because it's kind of chunky glittery. It's not the nicest. You can see all the glitter pieces in there. So it's fine if whatever. I mean, you can barely, when I use this, you could barely even see at all if there was any highlighter in there. And I may even put this one in there as well, so I may do two of them. They suit me pretty decent right now. I would never use that on my face. This one I would use on my face, but I have MAC Superb and other deeper like highlighter shades that I would prefer to use over those. I don't know why I wasted my money on those, and that thing has been sitting in my collection, so it would be very nice if I could get all of those out of my collection this year. So if I could use two of those up in the body lotion by the end of 2022 and then potentially use up the rest of that other highlighter after I'm done my other one, I might be able to get a few face palettes out as well. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to take me some time, and it's already July. So we'll see if I can get that done. I have a lot going on in my head. All right. So the next one I have is the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Empire. This broke on me last time and I haven't touched it. It is just dried out and crackly. I hate it. I will never buy another one of these again. I have no desire to even use this. In fact, I may even declutter it. I was really looking forward to using it too. And what a waste of, what was it, $6 or something? So I'm not that concerned about it, but it's just waste. And that's what I am a little bit ticked about, is that it's just wasteful. Like, yeah, to not even get to use a product. Anyway. The next is the Colourpop Celtic's just a Colourpop Celtic's eyeshadow palette. Lucky is the shade. So this one I have used a total of 3 times so far, and I have a goal use of 10. The next is Rivalry, which is right here, and I have 2 uses, and the goal is 10. The next is Shamrock, which is right over here. I have not used that one yet at all, and the goal is 10. Next is Dynasty, which is over here, and the goal is 10, and I have used it twice. This one is 1946. I've used this twice, and the goal is 10 uses. So I have a bit more usage to do on this one, and I know I can get there. What I should have done is just put this all in as one item and no pan left behind kind of thing, because it's green packaging. But I didn't know. I just kind of rushed into this. It was a last minute decision for me to kind of do this. I really wanted to do it, and I'm glad I did, but I should have just done 5 uses on the eyeshadows, but that's okay. And then for the next eyeshadow palette we have is the Give Me Glow Juicy Olive. I didn't get any more new use on this one, unfortunately. So we have for Dry Martini a goal of 10 uses. I have not used this. The next is Garnish, which is right here. I have not used this. And then we have Dirty Martini, which is right here, and I've only used this once. Yeah, that sucks because these are absolutely beautiful and I need to start using these more. Next is the Escape Pod from Collidos. And I have both of the green eyeshadow colors in here. One is called Saturnalia. The next is Galactic Gala. So both of the green ones, which pretty much look identical. And I haven't used those ones at all. I really need to. I would actually like to pan both of those, but not right away, but eventually. But I just don't have any use on those yet. And I really need to start getting some use on these things. The next item I have is the Youth to the People Kale Green Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser. I love this. I love this for so many reasons. It's a beautiful, soft, really gentle cleanser, but it's very efficient. And I also like the fact that it's a reusable package because you buy the refill and you can refill this one, which also is really good for the environment. I'm trying to be mindful about buying sustainable products and things that are going to help the earth because I am a consumer of makeup. I already make a lot of purchases and I want to make sure that if I'm going to make some, that I could at least recycle products in the process. And I know that buying refills would be very good. And I also love this cleanser. So I am so excited to have this in my collection, use this. I try to use it sparingly because I'm trying to get other cleansers out. But when I do use this, it has such a beautiful, soft scent to it. I really enjoy it. And it is so gentle on my skin, especially that I have some issues with dryness and irritation. So I really do enjoy this and I highly recommend it. It's very, very good. The next is the Mario Badescu Facial Spray with Aloe, Chamomile, and Lavender. And this one I got major usage. So last time I was here and now I'm way down here. And the reasoning is I'm now spraying it from my forehead to my chest instead of just my face. So I'm pretty much getting like double the usage. And I decided that once my Coconut MAC Fix Plus was completed, which it has been for a while, I would really focus on this one, which is why I have so much usage. I was wondering why my usage was so small in the previous month, and it's because I was focusing more on my MAC Fix Plus Coconut one than this one. And now that I see when all my hyper focus is on one item, how much I can get done, it's a little more apparent to me, like I am using a lot of product, I'm just not using a lot of this product. So now that I can kind of see like what I would use in a month, and this will be done for next month for sure. I was actually hoping to have it out, but obviously there's like not enough time because today is the 14th and I'm uploading this probably tonight. So yeah, very excited about that. I will have another empty. This will be done before the end of the month, so you'll see this in my empties for the month of July. But it will also be in my update for August 15th. Time is flying. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the next item we have is the Hemp's White Sangria and Dragon Fruit Spritzer Moisturizer. That is downstairs in my kitchen. I'm not going to go get it. I'm too lazy. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really have much usage. I think I've only used it once or twice. So really it doesn't matter anyhow. Eventually I'll bring it up here and do more progress on it, but it's okay downstairs for now. The next is the Laneige the Laneige Mint Choco Lip Sleeping Mask, which is right here. And I actually thought I was going to have this completed. I only have a few minimal uses left, just a tiny little bit left. Probably enough for 3-4 days maybe. Maybe 5 if I use it sparingly. And then that will be done. So you will see this also in my empties for the month. And then of course the empties like as a completed item in August. So a couple of things that I know I'll be done for the next update, which is really great. Then we have my Hydrogel Green Tea Eye Patches, which is this one here. I love these. These are so inexpensive. I got these at Marshall's for $5.99. Canadian. So like $1 something a patch. And it just says diminishes dark circles enriched with collagen and green tea extract. These are so nice. They don't have too much excess solution or whatever you want to call it on them. So when you put them on, they stick really nicely. They're very hydrating and moisturizing, and it doesn't run down your face or slip and slide all over the place. They stay put. So I will definitely be repurchasing some more of those, but that is completed. I'll show you all the packaging in here. Oh, actually, you know what? Is this completed? This one is not completed. I still have more of these. Let me just put these to the top. I thought these were done. I apologize. It's not these ones that are done. So anyhow, I have one of these done. So I still have 4 more to go. That'll be done by the next update as well. The next one is the one that's done, which is the Skip the Spa Under Eye Mask, which is these ones. These are the ones that are completed. My apologies. There is avocado and lime, and there's 5 of these in here. And these were also $5.99 from Marshall's. I will not be repurchasing these. These are horrible. I did not like them. They stung underneath my eyes. They look like these, and they were actually green, like really nice deep green color. I did not enjoy these at all, so I do not recommend the Skip the Spa ones. I just not a fan at all personally. If you have more tough skin or skin that doesn't get irritated on your face, maybe you can use these, but I do not personally recommend these at all. And then we have the Equate Aloe and Green Tea Face Mask, which is in the bathroom, and I forgot to grab it, so I'm not going to bother. It's not completed. It's just sitting there waiting for a use. I have to remember to use it. So unfortunately, that is my last item. But I do have quite a few rollouts. I'm very, very excited about all the progress that I made on these items this month. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I apologize for being kind of like all over the place and a little bit flighty this time. But I do have a lot of stuff on my mind, and I wasn't actually intending on filming. I just realized that tomorrow is the update, so I wanted to make sure to get this out for you. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. I do hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye, everybody.